everybody. I'm sure you're all starting to think about what you're going to be making for dinner tonight, and it's something that you pretty much have to think about every afternoon. What's for dinner, Mum? Or what are we having for dinner tonight? And I don't know about you, but it probably is the one thing that I'm just like, I don't know sometimes. So what I thought I would actually show you tonight is one of the specials that we actually have on in Tupperware right now, and it's our Ultra Pros. Now, I know that you've seen me do some demonstrations on these before, but I thought I would tonight just show you all the features and benefits of these amazing products because they're on such cool prices right now. And being winter, I don't know about you, but today was really, really cold. I'm someone who feels the cold, so when I'm cold, all I want to do is eat nice warm food. It kind of warms you up, and our Ultra Pros are absolutely perfect for that. Now, I know some of you have probably already got Ultra Pros in your kitchen, and you normally can never have enough of them. So when they're on sale, it is a really great opportunity to add a few extra ones to your collection, whether it's doubling up in sizes or there might be some new sizes that you don't actually have. Now, for those who haven't seen the Ultra Pros before, this one here has to be my favorite one. This one here is a 3.3 litre, which more so means it's perfect for lasagna, potato bake. We do all our ribs in here. So if you buy ribs from the butcher, you can pretty much put them straight onto your Ultra Pro without having to grease it in any way, which is amazing. And usually when I do ribs, I do a low temperature. We've got a gas oven, so I usually do about 140 degrees and put the ribs in there from 1.5 to 2.5 hours. It sounds like a lot, but honestly, all you have to do, grab them from the butcher, pop them in here into the oven, and you can be off doing other things while dinner's actually cooking. And it is a favorite meal in our house. We pretty much do it once a week now. But what I love about it is these are non-stick. So it just means no matter what you cook in here, whether it's lasagna, whether it's potato bake, your pasta bake, or your ribs, everything just wipes out. I don't know about you, but I used to have one of those big glass Pyrex dishes, and I think it's what I was gifted by my grandma, and I used it all the time. But I used to hate whenever we used to cook in it, you'd end up with this big crusty edge around it. We'd put water in it, we'd sit it on the sink, and sometimes it'd sit there for days, just be moved around till somebody actually cleaned it. So I find now that we've got Ultra Pros, these here, because they just wipe out, they get washed up that night when we actually cook. And whether you're washing it up in the sink with warm soapy water or whether you're actually popping it into the dishwasher, comes out. This one here, I have probably had, I'm gonna say maybe 4 or 5 years, maybe longer. And it does absolutely look still brand new. So it is something, as long as you don't use a knife in them, they're not designed to be cut with sharp objects. So you do need to grab yourself some of the KP utensils so that it's nice and easy to cut your lasagnas and everything, and grab yourself some tongs to take out your spare ribs and stuff as well. Now with the Ultra Pro, it's hard when we're online, but if you could feel these guys, these are so lightweight, they actually feel like you're holding on to nothing. And the fact that they can go in the oven up to 250 degrees, I know, scary, but NASA actually helped design these products, so top of the range. It can also go into the microwave and into the fridge and the freezer. And you will find once you've got them, you'll absolutely love them, and you'll pretty much use them every night or every second night, opposed to your heavy baking dishes that you usually fill with other containers, put in the back of the cupboard and only take out when you have to. And sometimes with those lasagna dishes, I know I used to have one, over time they get these little crazy cracks in them, and you just keep using them till they actually leak out, and then you throw it away. Now with your Ultra Pros, that will not happen to these, and that's because these are designed for heat and for the cold. So you can actually take it from the oven, particularly when we've got really cold weather now, but say the oven's really hot and you take it out and it hits that cold air. That's why those crazy cracks happen in the other containers, because those containers aren't designed for the cool or lighter temperatures. So because this one here is designed for hot and cold, you can take it out of the hot oven, bring it out into the nice cold air, and it's not going to get crazy cracks or anything happening in it. They're very easy to hold on to. I do recommend grabbing yourself a set of the oven mitts this month. They're on sale, 2 for $24. crazy, but such an awesome price. And it just makes it nice and easy to take anything in and out of the oven, the microwave, fridge, or the freezer. And something that is really beneficial than being so lightweight is normally if you have a big heavy Pyrex dish, then you fill it with food. When you go to take it out of the oven, it's usually really heavy and it's hot, and it can be a little bit of a trick to make sure that you don't drop it or burn yourself. Whereas because this is so lightweight, put food in it and it's still nice and light and easy to get in and out of the oven. Now with the cover, you can put it onto your Ultra Pros a few different ways. So you can put it on the way it should go on, and you can put it in the oven like that. If you're doing a lasagna or pasta bake or anything like that, put the cover on, and then just for the last 5 to 10 minutes, take it off so it browns nicely on top of your lasagna. When I do spare ribs, I just put them in without the cover on for the whole cooking process. Now with this cover, you can actually turn it upside down. So if you are doing a lasagna in the base, you might want to fill the top with all your vegetables, and you can be baking your vegetables and cooking your lasagna at the same time. For the last 5-10 minutes, just sit it side by side in the oven. Now this here will become the best oven tray you have ever had. It is perfect for doing nuggets, chips, fish, everything on that you're cooking for dinner. If you want to do nachos on here, perfect. Grated cheese doesn't even stick to it. It honestly just peels off. And it's even deep enough to actually do like a zucchini slice or any of your sweet, savory meals in here. So you'll probably find you'll get so much use out of this. I love Ultra Pro covers. So that means you can have it sitting on like that, or you can have it sitting that way. Now this one here normally retails over $170. It's on sale for $95 at the moment. So if you have one, you might want to get a second one. If you've never had an Ultra Pro before, this is the perfect time to add this to your kitchen. You will absolutely love it. And there's lots of recipes and stuff that we've been sharing on the page. And if you are getting one and you need some help with recipes, reach out. I can always send them to you. You can keep them in your phone, so every time you go to the shops, you'll be able to easily look and see what ingredients you actually need. My son did a cooking demo on here, I think on Saturday night with Tia, and they made enchiladas in the Ultra Pro. They were amazing. So it's a step-by-step guide. You can watch it, super easy. And it was just the enchilada pack. So anyone could make that. It was so cool. Now there's another size in our Ultra Pros, and this one here is our 3.5 litre. Now this one here is perfect for putting a roast in, and you can also fit a chicken in there. Now with your Ultra Pros, obviously their covers are all different sizes. So this one here, I love for the microwave. It actually fits in there. It's like a dinner plate. So if someone's late home or not coming home to eat with everyone else, you can put their dinner onto here, and then when they come home, you can actually heat it up. Just recommended not to eat off here with a knife and fork, so you just pop it onto the plate for them. I use this size here for frozen pies. So if you have a pie, it could be your chicken and vegetable pie, your healthy pies, gluten-free pies. If you grab a pie and you put it upside down onto this cover, into the microwave for 4 minutes, it comes out like it's been cooked in the oven. It is the quickest, easiest meal, a nice healthy pie and a little bit of salad, and you're ready to go. This is also perfect nachos for one. So if you just need that afternoon snack, I know when the kids used to come home from school, they used to do nachos on here, a few corn chips, a bit of grated cheese, and in the microwave for 1 minute, and then they used to eat straight off here, and it was really easy to clean. You can even do like eggs and bacon and everything on here in the microwave as well. Now with this one here, if you want to do like a chicken, instead of buying a barbecue chicken from Coles or Woolies, I think they're about $10 to $15 now. Depends what day you go. But if you grab a chicken from the butcher, they're usually about $5 or $6 uncooked. You can actually put it breast down, a little bit of water if you like, but otherwise breast down in here. Rub the top of it with some of your favorite seasonings. Put the cover on, and you can actually put it into the oven, and it's usually about 45 minutes to an hour. You will have a cooked chook like you've got it from the deli, and it will probably be so much bigger and so much cheaper. And then you can either eat it for dinner that night, and if you've got leftovers, break it up, pop it into your Clearmates, into the refrigerator, and it will last all week on your pizzas, wraps and sandwiches and all those kind of things. Now something I love about this one too is, yes, you can turn the cover upside down, but you can also use this as the base. So if you want to, halfway through, you can cook your chicken, and halfway through you can turn it upside down and you can put the cover like that and have it in the oven or in the microwave like that. Now, if you are someone that's a little bit time poor and you don't have 2 hours or 1 hour to do like a roast or a chicken or something in the oven by itself, you can actually use the microwave to speed up the cooking process. Now, there's a simple time formula when you're using your Ultra Pros. Say your meal was going to take 2 hours to cook. Instead of doing 2 hours in the oven, halve it back to 1 hour. And what you do is you put it into the microwave for a third of the time. So in the microwave for 20 minutes and then into the oven for 40. And that's how you could do your roast. Instead of 2 hours, it's only going to take you 1 hour. If you were perhaps going to do a potato bake and it was going to take an hour, you can actually halve it back to half an hour. Put it in the microwave for 10 minutes, put it in the oven for 20. So it's always 1/3 microwave, 2/3 oven. And it comes out like it's been cooked in the oven the whole time. They don't know that you cheated and used the microwave to cook the potatoes a little bit quicker, or just to get the meat a little bit cooked before you popped it into the oven. So that's a really good time-saving trick, and Ultra Pros are perfect for that. So not only can you put it that way, but we also have this one here, the 3.5, is on sale too. This one's on sale for $99. And there's even a smaller one, which is super cute and something that we use quite a bit in our household. And it's the oval 2 litre. So it's pretty much not quite half the size of the 3.5. I love this size if you're doing just a little lasagna, potato bake, a dessert. You can do chocolate cake, all those kind of things in here. And if you do happen to get both the ovals, these will actually sit together. So you can actually put the 2 litre on the bottom, and then you can have the 3.5. So you can turn it upside down like that if you are doing a roast or a chicken. And say you wanted to do a few different meals at once, you can actually put like a pasta bake or a potato bake into the bottom of this. Then you can put the 2 litre into the middle. You can do a lasagna part into that part there. And you can grab the cover, instead of putting it on that way, turn it upside down, and you can do your baked veggies in the top. So guess what, guys? You're doing 3 different meals all at once. You can vary it up. You can do all sweet dishes. You can do all savory dishes. It's totally up to you. And as you get going, you'll come up with your own like perfect meal that you'll be able to use doing both your Ultra Pros. Now, this one here is on sale for $79. So I had to get my calculator out before I started. But if you can't decide which size is going to suit your family best, or you're sitting there thinking, do you know what? That one would be perfect for lasagna, this one would be perfect for doing our chicken, and this one here would be perfect for a potato bake, I reckon I could use all 3 of them in my kitchen. Do you know what, guys? You can get the whole 3 of them for $273. To have 3 Ultra Pros at that price is absolutely amazing. You're pretty much saving close to 40 to 50% off. So absolutely crazy. And guess what? When you go to actually stack it in your cupboard, if you have a husband, partner, mum, friend who keeps saying to you, you've already got enough Tupperware, don't you buy any more? Look at this. That's how much room the whole 3 Ultra Pros take to stack in the cupboard. I wish you could feel how lightweight this was. It is so lightweight, and I've actually got 3 Ultra Pros in my hand. So you will find that when you have these, you will wonder how you lived without them, and you can pretty much get rid of all the other baking dishes and stuff in your kitchen. And these 3 here would pretty much tie you over. Who here does barbecues? Because if you do barbecues, I absolutely love the big 3.3 litre. If you've cooked up a whole heap of steak, sausages, onion, pop it all into your Ultra Pro, put the cover on, and you can have it out on the table ready to go. Depending what size family you've got, say you've made a lasagna, you don't eat it all for dinner that night, pop it into the refrigerator, and then the next night you can just heat it back up in the microwave or the oven without having to put it into a different container. Otherwise, you've got your heat needs probably that you'll be able to pop them into as well. Now, this little one here, the 2 litre one, we use this a lot when we have taco night. So whenever I cook up the mince, I always pop it into the 2 litre Ultra Pro. This goes on the table, the cover stays on, it keeps the heat in there, and then the kids can actually just serve straight out of here. So these 3 sizes, I honestly, they get used a lot in our house. And I did, when the sale came on, I actually grabbed myself a second one of the 3.3, because when we actually do spare ribs, I actually do 2 of these at the same time, side by side. I'm lucky enough to have a big 5.7 one from ages ago, which who knows, it might come out into the future. And so I used to have that and this side by side in my oven. So when this one came on sale, I quickly grabbed another one. So now it means I can have 2 this size sitting side by side while we're doing the spare ribs. Now, something which is also a really great feature of your Ultra Pros is with your cover. You know, when I showed you that you sit it on like that, when you've actually finished cooking, say you've cooked something and you've got excess fat or liquid in your Ultra Pro, you can actually drain it out. So you can grab a cup and you can actually just tip, because underneath the Ultra Pro, if you have a good look at it when you actually get it, 2 of the corners have actually got little divots, and it's kind of like the little pouring spout. So you can actually pour into those corners and pour any excess liquid out. And the benefit of having the vented top is when it's actually cooking in the oven, say you put the cover on at the beginning and then you're taking it off at the end, so that you, while the cover's on, you're not getting condensation building up on your food and making it go a little bit watery. Because it's all vented, when it's in the oven and it's cooking with the cover on, all the excess steam can actually get out. It doesn't actually stay inside your Ultra Pro, which is really cool. And if you've got the cover up this way, you can honestly just pour just as easily if the cover's up the other way, which is cool. Something a lady once showed me at a Tupperware party many, many years ago, say you've just cooked a roast, maybe in your big 3.5, you finished, you got all that nice fatty liquid in the bottom, which is perfect for gravy. But you're watching your weight too, and you don't want all that fat in there. If you get some ice cubes and just put some ice cubes into the liquid and let them sit in there for about 30 seconds, the ice cubes will actually absorb a lot of the fat, and you can grab a teaspoon and take them out. So you've still got the liquid there to make your gravies, but it takes out just a little bit of the fat. So you're just not, you're watching your weight just that little bit, and it saves you sitting there with a spoon and scooping it out. So that's a hot tip, and it's amazing how it actually works. So guys, if you don't have any Ultra Pros, I definitely urge you to jump on and just check out the amazing specials that we've got on. There is actually another additional offer in there. If you are buying the 3.3 litre, the big lasagna one on the bottom, and the 3.5 litre, which is the chook or the roast one on the top, if you're actually purchasing both of those, you can get an insulated cover which will fit on there, so if you're transporting it, keeps it hot or cold. But guess what? You'll save even more. It's a crazy, crazy bundle price. And if you're getting both, you might as well get that package and save even more. And don't forget to add your oven gloves on top, because they are 2 for $24. They're normally $35 each. So instead of $70, you're getting 2 for $24, which is super crazy. They honestly, these are the best oven mitts. They've actually got silicone. The dark purple part is silicone. So you won't have any heat getting to your hand. It's nice and easy to pick up your Ultra Pros. It's actually got material inside the glove. So that just means when you're using it, you've actually got control of your fingers. Whereas if it's silicone all the way through, if you've ever used an oven mitt all silicone, you usually can't have any control. And if things are hot, it can be a little bit dangerous. These here, like, see how you can use it as a puppet? That just shows you how good a control I actually have on all my fingers, even when they're in the oven glove. Something I love to use these for, not only to take hot things out of the oven and use on our cookware, but you can actually sit this on the bench or on the table, and if you've taken something out of the oven and it's hot, you can actually just sit it straight on like that, and it will protect your bench top, or it will protect your table, which is really cool. And as I said, they wipe clean the silicone part. If you do perhaps spill something on it, that's okay. They're pretty good to be able to wipe off. But if you do a really good job, just put it in the washing machine on a delicate cycle or in the dishwasher when you're not doing your plates, and they'll come out perfect. I don't know if you can see mine. I've actually got a blue set. I don't know how old mine are. They actually look pretty brand new, and I've got lots of kids in this house that use them all the time, which is pretty impressive. So I don't know about you guys, but the prices that Tupperware have had lately is just crazy. So whenever Tupperware have cool specials on like this, it's definitely the time to kickstart collections, add to collections. And guess what? If you've got a kitchen full of Ultra Pros, I say you're a smart person, but make sure you tell your friends. So if your friends don't have all the Tupperware that you've got, be sure them to join them to this group if they want to see any demonstrations, or send them the link so that they can actually check out what's on special. They'll be very grateful that you actually saved them a lot of money by showing them what was actually on offer. So guys, if you have Ultra Pros in your kitchen, make sure you pop up down the bottom and let everybody know how much you love them and what you like to cook in them, and just reiterate how awesome they are when it comes to the non-stick features, and how easy they are to clean. So thanks for your time, guys. I'm sure you need to jump off now and get dinner ready. I'm actually lucky. The kids are actually cooking dinner tonight, so they've actually been jumping in the kitchen and doing lots of cooking. I'm going to say thank you to Tupperware for that, because Tupperware's so easy to use. They don't mind jumping in the kitchen now and trying out new things, which is super cool. Just when they move out of home, I have to make sure they've got all those Tupperware products to take with them. So that's another thing. If you've got kids that you need to get out of home, buy them an Ultra Pro. I know I just purchased an extra Ultra Pro for Kai and